I believe that I just created the world's best time Wonderland calculator. No offense to the calculator guy, but I think my spreadsheet is better. You can change its price, you can change its APY, and you can visually see how much money you get every week. Because, let's face it, okay? You're not going to be staking this thing 5 years from now. But before we get to that, let's see if Time Wonderland is actually legit. Also, this video is sponsored by I Trust Capital, which is the world's largest crypto IRA platform. But more on that later. Now, before I get into this, there is a disclaimer. I am not endorsing this coin. I do not know if it's going to go up or go down. What I do know is that this coin is trending, so I am just trying to feed my son and make money for my wife. But in all honesty, I must say that I do have 700 big ones staked into a Wonderland, so I am by far from being impartial. Okay, so with that, let's get started. So first off, what is Time Wonderland? Well, Time Wonderland is a copy of Olympus DAO, which is a coin that offers 8,000% APY, which is the annual percentage yield, which means that if you put $1,000 into Olympus DAO and then in 1 year, that $1,000 will become $80,000. That is what 8,000% APY can do for you. Olympus DAO has been audited by Peak Shield and Omniscia, so it is semi-legit. It has also been around for 7 months, and the longer it is around, the less likely it is to get rug pull. Now, what does Olympus DAO have to do with Time Wonderland? Well, Time Wonderland is a copy of Olympus DAO, but instead of the crazy 8,000% APY, Wonderland has an even crazier APY of 87,000%. That means that if you put $1,000 into Time Wonderland, then in 1 year you will get $870,000. That is just crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Question number 2. Who is the founder of Time Wonderland? Well, the founder of Time Wonderland is Daniel Sestagali. Yeah, this guy. Not this guy. But what are his credentials? Well, I looked him up and it's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive indeed. So, he is the CEO of Zulu Republic, CTO of Utopia Genesis Basic, and he is the founder of 3 main projects. Babe, no clicking. No work then.
No, yes, working.
No working. Not working. This is what I have to deal with. My wife always wants to work. Never wants to have sex with me.
You better cut it out.
We'll see if I feel like it. Currently, he is the founder of 3 main projects. Popsicle Finance, Abracadabra, and, of course, Time Wonderland. Now, it is important to mention that Popsicle Finance has been hacked, and Popsicle Finance was audited, but it was hacked and $25 million was stolen. But instead of running away, Daniel financed all of the money back to people who were hacked. So, seems like a pretty okay guy. So, what if time crashes? Well, in order to explain that, I need to talk about the treasury balance. The treasury balance is how much money Time has saved since it first launched. Every time people buy the Time token, a portion of that goes to the treasury. And right now, currently, it has almost $900 million in its treasury balance. And if we look at right here, it says backing per time. That means that if everyone sells all their time, the treasury has enough money to back every time token for at least $2,029. This is compared to some of the other coins which has no treasury and has no backing behind it. So if time does crash and there is a protocol in the contract that allows it to use the money in the treasury balance to buy back the time token and then burn them. This will keep the token price up and stop the price from falling. Next question. Is this APY real? I mean, an 87,000% APY is just absolutely crazy. And there's a better chance that my wife won't get mad at me over the next year than for me to get an 87,000% APY. That's almost impossible. But to really explain this, and there is a key concept that I think most people are forgetting. You are not getting an 87,000% APY on your investment. You are getting an 87,000% APY on the time token. So that means that if you have one time token, all that is promising you guys is that in 1 year, you will have 870 time token. Now, to some of you guys, that might seem obvious. Like, yeah, obviously that's the same thing, okay? It's promising you guys 87,000%. But it is not, okay? Because the contract says that one time token is equal to a 1 mem, magic internet money. And 1 mem is around $1. So, and the genius part about this is that if you spend $8,000 to buy one time token, it only uses $1 to mint and to back up that time token. The other $7,999 is used for the other stakers and to put into the treasury. And so this is how they can back up that outrageous APY, because they are not promising you guys investment. They are not promising you guys dollars. They are only promising you guys time token. And at the very minimum, time token is worth $1. Now, the price of the time token is based on how much everyone else values the time token. Also, it is valued on how much money is in the treasury. So a good part of the money that you spend to buy the time token goes into the treasury, which will boost up the value of the time token. But at the very core, one time token is only equal to a 1 mem coin, which is around $1. This is how they can give you 87,000% APY. Before we continue, and this video is sponsored by I Trust Capital. If you are having a hard time holding your cryptos through the ups and downs of the market, then I Trust Capital can help. I Trust Capital allows you to invest in cryptos with the benefits of an IRA or a Roth IRA. That means you don't have to pay capital gains tax on your investments when you take it out. That is if you have a Roth IRA, which I don't know why you wouldn't, okay? A Roth IRA is so much better than an IRA. Since it's a retirement account, you can't withdraw your funds until you're 59 and a half. And so you might as well save yourself the headache and let your cryptos ride for the next decade or so. However, you can buy and sell cryptos for a 1% fee, which is still cheaper than pretty much all the other platforms out there. This is why Business Insider labeled I Trust Capital as in the best retirement crypto account for low fees. I Trust Capital also has a wide selection of crypto coins, such as Doge and Shiba Inu. But it also has some of the classics like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano. And they are constantly adding more coins every month. So sign up today and get a free $100 worth of Bitcoin when you use my link below. Right here. And down below in the description. So thank you very much, and now back to the video. So, how much money can you actually make from Time Wonderland? Well, I made a spreadsheet to calculate it, and you can get that spreadsheet in the links below, okay? There is 2 links. One link is a free-to-edit link where anyone can edit it at any time. The other link is a copy to edit. That means you have to make a copy of the spreadsheet in order to edit it. This is so that people don't just go into my links and make a mess of it, which they always do, and this is to prevent that from happening. And this is a spreadsheet. I made it as simple as possible, and these are the things that you guys can change. Please do not change any of these things. It takes me forever to make this. It took me over 3 hours to do it, but I did it. I did it for you. Mainly for me, because it was an ego thing. So here in this spreadsheet, let's say that you bought one time token. And let's say that one time token is around $8,000. This, you can change the price of it. Let's say that the time token increases by 2%. This is a 2% per week. My spreadsheet is in weeks. It is not in years because you are not going to leave your money in time token for years. With 87,000% APY, 1 year is enough, okay? A few months is enough for a crazy amount of returns. Annual percentage yield, 87,000%. And change, let's say that the APY changes. It goes down because I can guarantee you it will go down from now until next year. Definitely go down. Now, how much is it going to go down? Let's say that it goes down by 2%. For 2%, you need to do negative 2% because it is going down. Okay, that means that right now the APY is 87,000%. A year from now, going down 2%, it would be around 30,000% APY, which is still a crazy amount of APY, but let's say 2%. So if you buy one time coin right now at a price of $8,000, price increase of 2% per week, 2% per week, APY of 87,000%, APY change of negative 2%, the price at the end of 1 year would be $22,000 per coin, the interest rate of 30,000% APY. You would have an investment from $8,000 to $11 million. That's a lot, okay? That's a lot of money. That's a lot. Holy cow. Okay, let's change this up a little bit. Like, let's say it's a 1% price increase, okay? Very doable. 1%, that means at the end of the year, 13,000, right? Since it's around 8,000 right now, 7 or 8,000, 13,000 is pretty reasonable. Now, APY, let's do a negative 3%, negative 3% per week. This is negative 3% out of 100%, not out of 87,000%, okay? It's negative 3% per week for 1 year. Let's see what happens. Ooh, at the end of 1 year, it's still 17,000%. But you would end up with 5,200,000%. Crazy numbers. From 8,000 to $5 million in 1 year. Can it happen? Maybe, maybe, but for me, I would take out my initial investment once it reaches like, I don't know, 5x, 10x, okay? Take your investments out a little bit at a time so that you don't lose all of your money. So now for me, I think that this is a more realistic picture, realistic estimate. So now let's do my coins, okay? How much money can I get if I put $700 into a Time Wonderland right now for the next year? So right now I have around 0.09 time coins, which is around $720. Okay? If this holds true, in 1 year I could have $457,000. Very, that's a lot of money. Almost $500,000 by putting $700 in. So pretty crazy. Alright, so now the big question. Is this a scam? Well, I don't know, okay? Very crazy, but it doesn't look like it's a scam because the founder seems to be a very trustworthy guy and he shows his face, so you know that if anything happens to Time Wonderland, he will try to fix it, okay? He's not going to run away. And so I think that gives me some confidence, but also it is still very risky. So for me, once it goes up double or 2 times or 3x, okay, I will get a little bit out at a time so that eventually I am only playing with profit and I can afford to lose most of it. Hopefully not all of it. That is all that I have to care about. Alright guys, well that's all that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys like the video, please hit subscribe. I'm trying to hit 50,000 subscribers in the next month. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.